So, Xiaobo, thank you very much for agreeing to speak to me today. I really appreciate you giving your time and also some advice. So, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. But first, before I ask you some questions, can you tell everyone what is your job and where are you living at the moment?
Uh, um, uh, I'm I'm a landscape architect and currently living in Australia. And I was working in China around 8 years, and now I already working in Australia like 3 years.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's
Okay,
about myself.
great. And so, before we started working together, what were some of the challenges that you had? So, you said you arrived in Australia 3 years ago. What were some of those challenges that you found difficult?
At that time, I just start my professional career in Australia, and I got a lot of experience in China, but I kind of get into a situation you confront with some language shortage on language. You It's not only about language, probably also about culture. There have some gap. You probably feel confused, not really clear, is always thinking about like is appropriate or not. And just so that's the reason why I think I really need to find a tutor to help me a little bit about this situation. Yeah.
So, you'd been learning English for quite a long time, but you felt like there was something missing or something that could push you a little bit. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. So, just so people know, what sorts of things did we do together? How did we work together?
I still can remember in the beginning we got like 12 course, like, and in the beginning several catch up, you actually set up a lot of different scenario. That's really about really really directly connect to my working situation, and maybe about a meeting and about like some conversation and writing email. And yeah, I feel I got a lot of help, and that's quite effective. And then you also ask me to like set up some scenario that probably I feel really about my self shortage, or potentially I am really interested in. And yeah, I feel that was great
Can you
and super
remember?
helpful.
That's good. Can you remember an
Mhm.
example of something that we did together?
Yeah, I feel the situation that was I'm pretty sure that not only about language, and a lot of time just you come from one type of culture and get into a new type culture environment. And we all know actually in Australia, kind of people kind of a conversation more explicit compare with China or Japan.
Yeah.
And I still remember you recall recommend a book to me that called Culture Map. So helped me build a lot of understand. Okay, probably how to build up my self confidence about when you actually talk with people. And yeah,
Mhm.
and also I can remember sometime you also send me some video quiz, like that's probably some presentation like about environments and urban design architecture. So you, because you were a landscape architect, so you quite understand like what type of language probably really useful. And probably for some foreigners, not all English as secondary language people, probably not really always used to use. And so you just take that as a quiz. So I feel that was really you know just really straightforward, can help like effective to deal with some language problem, to fix up some things. So
Yeah.
and yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I still remember we did one class about plants too, which was one of my favorites because obviously I'm very passionate about it. And as you
Yeah,
said,
that's also something like in local situation is like the plants is also another language being changed.
yeah,
So in the design, yeah, that's really you asked me to read Australian planting design, and yeah, I still keep that book. I
great.
always just open that. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. And then you can, when you go and visit the Botanic Gardens in Cranbourne, you can have a look at some of the things that they did, which is cool.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so essentially you felt like it helped you because I had a bit of background knowledge into what you did, and I could sort of step into your shoes, I guess, and understand
Hmm.
where you're
Yeah.
coming from. Mm.
Yeah.
And
So yeah. Hmm.
yeah, go.
You see. Yeah. You
No,
keep
I forgot
asking.
what I
Yeah.
was going to say. You go.
Okay. Yeah, I think if if someone want to ask me like if we are in the same similar situation, and you probably just jump into a new country like in an English environment, like probably I feel if you really certainly understand you are confront with kind of situation related to the your professional English. So I probably really recommend you to firstly maybe get some contact with people always working around like in the local environment. Try to ask them just reach out some questions like about something you probably not really sure, like is that really appropriate or something. So if you feel that, so and if you want to get a tutor, I really suggest probably try to find a tutor like related to your industry or your professional, because like what you say, tutor can really step in my shoes and to understand what like kind of what kind of things I actually try to like you know face to, like, so that would be more helpful, I think.
Yeah. So you've already answered my next question, which was just to say, what would you recommend or what would you tell somebody to do who was in your situation? So having a tutor who knows your industry,
Yeah.
and can sort of step in your shoes. And is there anything else that you did outside of our sessions together to feel more confident?
Actually, first thing I try to use all the technique like a language technique. You ask me like try to testing that maybe in meeting or in writing or something. That's all really helpful, I think, for
Mm,
sure. And also I try to maybe sometime read something, and also try to see some more video, like just try to build some English environment as much as possible.
yeah.
And yeah.
Sounds like surrounding yourself and with more things that are relevant to you is more helpful.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
true.
Well, Xiaobo, thank you very much for your time. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish today?
Uh, I want, I think I would say thank you very much, Tara. And in the last couple of years, I'm being working with you, and I definitely get a lot of improvement. And that that's really helped my like career get into, like, even that's like a feeling a lot of gap between my work experience in outside Australia and in actually in here. So yeah, that was great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, thank you for your time. And if you want to know more about my coaching, you can click on the link below to find out more about what I do. And of course, yeah, you can find me on Instagram or send me an email. Catch you later.
Cool.
All right.